Here's a story time of how a home builder built $1 million home and then put in a $200,000 pool on the neighbor's property. Hi, my name is Pedro. I am a real estate agent here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and let's get into this story time. So I've got a client that's looking for a high-end home, and I started emailing her these $1 million listings. I showed her one that she fell in love with. Beautiful home. I called the agent prior to showing the house. And I said, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, I want to see the home. Tell me a little bit about it. And this helps me make sure that it's going to be a smooth process or a rough process. It tells me a lot about the other agent. So she pretty much said the client built the home. Now they want to sell it because they're moving. Not a problem. They just installed this beautiful pool. Spent pretty penny. She didn't tell me they spent $200,000, but I recently quoted pools, and a pool of that size is about $200,000. Anyways, the sales price of the home was well over $1 million. We loved it. However, my client, being an attorney, said, okay, let's prepare a letter. However, let her know that I need to sell my property before we purchase the other property, which is fine. I do that all the time. I let this agent know, hey, we have a contingent offer. So I'll submit the offer. Hopefully you accept it. However, my client has to sell their home before we move forward. She shut me down. She said, nope, not going to happen. We have other offers. All right. I said, oh, and on top of that, we need about $50,000 in closing costs. She said, yeah, absolutely not going to happen. I let my client know, and she was disappointed, but hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you. That was about 2 months ago. I am in Mexico having a good time and enjoying my birthday. And my client texts me and says, hey, the home's back on the market. Can you find out what's going on? Sure. I pretty much call the agent and I said, hey, what's going on? What happened? My client's still interested and we're willing to make the offer. She said, well, we were under contract 3 days before closing. Come to find out that the home is built properly. It's built on the lot. However, the pool, see that little bottom? Well, you can't see it, but that little bottom green line, yeah. And I'll put up a bigger picture, but anyways, somebody messed up and somebody messed up bad. I don't know how they're going to get out of it. She can't sell the home now. I mean, they can sell the home, but would you want to buy a home with the pool built on the neighbor's property? It won't, title policy won't cover